Thank you all for joining me today. It's a privilege to speak with so many eager minds ready to embrace change and pursue greatness. I want to talk about a journey that each of us must undertake at some point, a journey of rebuilding ourselves from the ground up. This journey isn't just about changing our circumstances, but transforming who we are at our very core. It's about becoming the person we were always meant to be, despite the obstacles we have encountered along the way. Every one of us has faced moments where we felt stuck, where our dreams seemed out of reach, and our paths forward were obscured by doubt and uncertainty. In these times, it's easy to lose sight of our potential and get bogged down by the daily grind. But what if I told you that these moments of uncertainty are not just challenges, but opportunities in disguise? Opportunities to step back, reassess, and rebuild stronger and more focused than ever before. This is your time to rebuild, to take control of your life and to shape your destiny. To truly rebuild ourselves, we must embrace three powerful actions. Disappear, distance, and disconnect. Disappearing is not about running away from our problems. It's about stepping away from the noise of the world to find clarity within ourselves. It's about taking the time to listen to our own thoughts and desires without the constant barrage of external opinions. Distancing involves creating space from negative influences and environments that drain our energy and distract us from our true purpose. It allows us to gain perspective and see our lives from a fresh angle. Disconnecting means taking a deliberate break from the distractions of our hyper-connected world to find our true focus. It's about setting boundaries with technology and media that often cloud our judgment and impede our growth. These three actions, disappearing, distancing, and disconnecting, are the keys to unlocking your true potential. They are the first steps on the path to personal transformation and fulfillment. When you make the conscious decision to embrace them, you are choosing to invest in yourself and your future. You're saying, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to rebuild. The journey of self-reconstruction is not always easy, but it's one of the most rewarding endeavors you can undertake. Each of us has the power to change, to grow, and to thrive. So let's take that first step together and begin the process of rebuilding ourselves into the people we were always destined to be. Let's create a future filled with promise, potential, and purpose. Every one of us has faced challenges and setbacks. These experiences, while difficult, are an inevitable part of life. They come in many forms. The loss of a job, a failed relationship, a missed opportunity, or a health scare. Each setback can feel like a brick wall, halting our progress and casting a shadow over our dreams. But it's crucial to understand that these moments are not the end of the road. They are instead signals pointing us in a new direction, urging us to reconsider our path and approach. Rebuilding is not just a response to failure. It's a necessary process for anyone who desires real personal and professional growth. In the face of adversity, it's tempting to cling to what is familiar, to stay within the confines of our comfort zones. But true growth occurs when we step beyond those boundaries, when we decide to dismantle the structures that no longer serve us and lay the foundation for something new and stronger. Think of it like renovating an old house. At first glance, the task seems daunting, the repairs extensive, and the timeline long. But as you peel back the layers, you discover the beauty and potential that lie beneath. Rebuilding ourselves follows a similar pattern. It's about taking a hard look at our lives, identifying the areas that need change, and having the courage to start anew. I remember a story about a young woman named Sarah. She had climbed the corporate ladder with tenacity and hard work, but somewhere along the way, she realized that she was climbing the wrong ladder. Her work was no longer fulfilling. It was simply a means to an end. Her relationships suffered, her health declined, and her passion dwindled. One day, she decided enough was enough. She took a leap of faith, leaving her high-paying job to pursue her passion for painting, something she hadn't done since she was a child. At first, the fear of the unknown was overwhelming, but with each brushstroke, she began to rebuild not just her career, but her entire life. She rediscovered joy, creativity, and a sense of purpose. Sarah's journey of rebuilding taught her and everyone around her that it's never too late to start over. Another example comes from a gentleman named James. After years of working in an industry that didn't align with his values, he found himself at a crossroads. His company went through a major restructuring, leaving him jobless and uncertain about the future. Instead of seeing this as a defeat, James viewed it as an opportunity to rebuild. He reevaluated his skills and passions, eventually launching a business that not only aligned with his values, but also brought him fulfillment and success. His willingness to rebuild and redefine his path led to personal and professional growth that he never thought possible. These stories illustrate the transformative power of rebuilding. It's not just about fixing what's broken. It's about envisioning a new way of being and taking the steps necessary to make that vision a reality. When we choose to rebuild, we embrace our potential, turning setbacks into stepping stones. We become architects of our own lives, designing a future that aligns with our true selves. As we consider the need for rebuilding, let us remember that every challenge carries within it the seeds of opportunity. As we begin the process of rebuilding, the first step involves the powerful act of disappearing, but not in the way you might think. Disappearing, in a positive context, means retreating from the noise and distractions of the world to embrace solitude. It is not about vanishing completely, but about creating space for self-reflection and inner growth. This kind of disappearance allows us to pause, reflect, and reconnect with our deepest values and aspirations. It's about taking a step back so we can leap forward with renewed clarity and purpose. Solitude is a gift we rarely allow ourselves to experience in a world that never sleeps. Yet in these moments of silence, we can hear the whispers of our true selves, the desires that have been overshadowed by the demands of everyday life. Solitude provides us the opportunity to think deeply about who we are and what we want to achieve. It allows us to cut through the clutter and find our focus, enabling us to build a solid foundation for our future endeavors. History is filled with examples of individuals who have used solitude to their advantage. Consider the great inventor Nikola Tesla, who spent countless hours alone in thought, developing ideas that would revolutionize the world. His ability to isolate himself from distractions allowed him to tap into a level of creativity and innovation that few have matched. It was in his solitude that he visualized complex mechanisms in his mind before bringing them to life. Then there's the story of Henry David Thoreau, who retreated to the woods to live simply and deliberately. His time alone at Walden Pond was not an escape, but a journey into the depths of his consciousness. It was there that he wrote some of his most profound work, exploring the essence of life and self-reliance. Thoreau's embrace of solitude helped him cultivate wisdom that continues to inspire generations. Disappearing into solitude can help us align with our inner compass. It can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes each day to meditation, or journaling, or taking a longer break to disconnect from our routines. The key is to approach this time with intention, using it to nurture our creativity, clarify our goals, and build resilience. By choosing to disappear, even momentarily, we empower ourselves to step back into the world with greater insight and strength. We become better equipped to handle challenges and seize opportunities. Solitude is not a luxury, but a necessity for those committed to personal growth and success. It is in these quiet moments that we lay the groundwork for a future defined by our highest aspirations and deepest convictions. The next crucial step is to distance ourselves from negative influences. Just as a gardener prunes away dead branches to allow a plant to thrive, we must remove the elements in our lives that hinder our growth. Distancing ourselves from negativity is not about isolation. It's about creating space for positivity and clarity to flourish. It's about consciously choosing to step away from the things and people that drain our energy and stifle our potential. Negative influences come in many forms. They can be people who constantly criticize, environments that breed stress, or even our own self-doubts and fears. These influences create a fog that clouds our judgment and prevents us from seeing the possibilities that lie ahead. By distancing ourselves physically and emotionally, we can begin to lift that fog, allowing us to gain the perspective we need to make informed decisions about our future. Physical distance can often be the first step toward clarity. When we remove ourselves from an environment that fosters negativity, we can start to see things from a fresh perspective. Consider taking a break from a toxic work situation or spending time away from individuals who constantly undermine your confidence. This break allows you to recharge and reflect on what truly matters, enabling you to return with a renewed sense of purpose and direction. Emotional distance is equally important. It involves setting boundaries to protect our mental and emotional well-being. This might mean limiting interactions with those who bring negativity into our lives or learning to say no to commitments that do not align with our goals. Establishing these boundaries is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of self-care. It's about preserving your energy for the things that truly matter. One practical way to create healthy boundaries is to practice mindfulness. Pay attention to how certain interactions make you feel and make a conscious decision to engage with those that uplift you. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support your aspirations. Another strategy is to set clear goals and priorities. When you are focused on what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to recognize and distance yourself from distractions that do not serve your purpose. Remember, the company you keep greatly influences your mindset. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Choose those 5 wisely. Seek out individuals who challenge you to be your best, who celebrate your successes, and who stand by you during setbacks. In distancing ourselves from negativity, we create a space where positivity and growth can thrive. We open the door to new opportunities and perspectives that were once obscured. This clarity prepares us for the next step in our journey, disconnecting from the distractions of our hyper-connected world to find our true focus. In today's fast-paced world, we find ourselves constantly connected. Our phones buzz with notifications, our emails flood our inboxes, and social media beckons us to scroll endlessly. While technology has undoubtedly brought incredible advancements, it has also introduced a relentless stream of distractions that can easily pull us away from our goals. Constant connectivity can cloud our minds, making it difficult to focus on what truly matters. To find clarity and achieve our full potential, we must make a conscious effort to disconnect from this digital overload. The impact of perpetual connectivity is profound. It fragments our attention and reduces our productivity, leading us to spend more time reacting to the demands of the digital world than pursuing our passions. We are conditioned to respond immediately to every ping and alert, often at the expense of our mental health and creativity. This constant barrage of information can overwhelm our senses, leaving us feeling scattered and exhausted. However, when we choose to disconnect, even briefly, we reclaim our power over our time and attention. We create space for reflection, creativity, and meaningful connections. Disconnecting allows us to focus deeply on the tasks at hand, leading to greater efficiency and satisfaction in our work. It also opens up opportunities to engage more fully with the world around us, leading to richer, more authentic experiences. One strategy for mindful disconnection is to designate specific times each day to be tech-free. Consider starting your morning without immediately reaching for your phone, allowing yourself to ease into the day with intention. Use this time to set clear goals for what you want to accomplish. At the end of the day, establish a digital curfew, allowing your mind to wind down and prepare for restful sleep. Another effective approach is to create focused work sessions by using techniques such as the Pomodoro technique. This involves working on a task for a set period, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. This structure encourages intense focus while providing regular opportunities to recharge. During these work sessions, eliminate all digital distractions by turning off notifications and closing unnecessary tabs. Additionally, consider scheduling regular digital detoxes where you unplug completely for a day or even a weekend. Use this time to reconnect with nature, engage in hobbies, or spend quality time with loved ones. You'll find that these breaks not only rejuvenate your mind, but also enhance your appreciation for the digital tools you use. By choosing to disconnect, we cultivate the mental clarity needed to pursue our goals with vigor and purpose. We reclaim our focus, allowing us to direct our energy toward what truly matters. As we disconnect from distractions, we make room for the things that bring us joy, fulfillment, and success. Now that we have distanced ourselves from negativity and disconnected from distractions, it's time to focus on the process of rebuilding. This journey requires a clear vision and a solid plan. Rebuilding yourself is about constructing a new reality based on your true desires and aspirations. It's about rising from the ashes of past setbacks and becoming the best version of yourself. The first step in rebuilding is setting clear, achievable goals. Goals give you direction and a sense of purpose. Without them, you are like a ship without a rudder drifting aimlessly. Start by defining what success looks like for you. Imagine your ideal life in vivid detail. What are you doing? Where are you living? Who are you surrounded by? This vision will serve as your North Star, guiding you through the ups and downs of your journey. Once you have a vision, break it down into specific goals. Ensure that each goal is measurable and time-bound. This means setting deadlines and creating milestones to track your progress. For example, if you want to advance in your career, identify the skills you need to develop and the steps required to achieve that promotion. Break these steps into manageable tasks and tackle them one by one. The next step is to develop a detailed plan. A vision without a plan is merely a dream. Your plan should include daily actions that bring you closer to your goals. Prioritize these actions, focusing on the most important tasks that will have the greatest impact. This focus ensures that you are always moving in the right direction, even if progress seems slow at times. As you implement your plan, persistence and resilience become your greatest allies. The path to rebuilding is rarely smooth. You will encounter obstacles and setbacks that test your resolve. This is where persistence comes in, is the ability to keep going even when the going gets tough. Remember that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Each time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger and more resilient. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. It's about maintaining a positive attitude and staying committed to your goals, regardless of the difficulties you face. One way to build resilience is to surround yourself with supportive and positive individuals who encourage and motivate you. Their belief in you can provide the strength you need to persevere. Finally, celebrate your successes along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Acknowledge your progress and use it as fuel to keep going. Celebrating achievements boosts your confidence and reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving great things. In the process of rebuilding, remember that you are not alone. Many have walked this path before and emerged stronger on the other side. Use their stories as inspiration and proof that transformation is possible. Your journey is unique, but the principles of goal setting, planning, persistence, and resilience are universal. They are the building blocks of success and fulfillment. As you continue to rebuild, keep your vision clear and your goals in sight. With determination and hard work, you will create a future that reflects your true potential. Reinvention is the art of transforming ourselves, of shedding old identities and emerging a new. It's about embracing change with open arms and seeing challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to become something greater. Throughout history, countless individuals have reinvented themselves, turning adversity into triumph. Take the story of Oprah Winfrey, who overcame a challenging upbringing to become one of the most influential media moguls in the world. Her ability to reinvent herself at every stage of her career is a testament to her resilience and vision. She transformed from a television anchor into a media powerhouse, continually evolving and expanding her influence. Another inspiring example is J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before publishing the first Harry Potter book. Despite being a single mother living on welfare, she reinvented her life through her writing, creating a literary phenomenon that captured the hearts of millions. Her story is a powerful reminder that reinvention often begins in our darkest moments when we are forced to dig deep and find the courage to pursue our dreams. Reinvention is a powerful tool available to all of us. It allows us to redefine who we are and what we stand for, especially in the face of adversity. It's about taking the lessons we have learned from our failures and using them as the foundation for a new chapter. Every challenge we face holds the potential for reinvention, if only we have the courage to seize it. I urge you to embrace this concept of reinvention. View each setback as a stepping stone, each challenge as a chance to transform. Trust in your ability to adapt and grow, knowing that reinvention is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It's the path to realizing your true potential and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember that the power of reinvention lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Together, let's turn challenges into opportunities and create a future that is brighter and more exciting than we ever imagined. Reinvention is at the heart of this journey, a process that transforms challenges into opportunities and dreams into reality. By following the footsteps of those who have walked this path before us, we discover that the power to rebuild and reinvent lies within us all. It is a journey of courage, determination, and unwavering belief in our potential. Now is the time to take action. The first step is often the hardest, but it is also the most important. Embrace the opportunity to rebuild yourself with confidence and conviction. Take a moment today to reflect on what truly matters to you and commit to pursuing it with all your heart. Remember, the journey of rebuilding is not a destination, but a lifelong process of growth and transformation. As you step forward, do so with the knowledge that every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled. The future is yours to shape, and the time to begin is now. Let us rise to the occasion and create a life that reflects our highest aspirations and deepest values. Together, we can achieve greatness beyond our wildest dreams.